I'm Jackie, the Reluctant Housewife, here to help you find your inner domestic goddess without losing your inner feminist. So today we're going to make Earl Grey Cupcakes from scratch. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to want to pour yourself 3/4 cup whole milk. Go for the whole. Just go for the whole. You're going to pour that in to your little pot, like so. Ooh. And then what you're going to do is I took 5 tea bags. And I am going to cut off the little Earl Grey tab and keep that because later I'll show you what I'm going to do with these. So don't get rid of these. So then put this to like a simmer. You're going to want to get it to a boil and then you're going to want to put all of your tea bags in. This poor little guy like just went in too fast. Like I was nervous. I'm sorry. It's my first time. So put it to a simmer and then turn it off and then let it steep for about like 12 to 15 minutes. Again, it's totally your preference of like how strong you want this to be. I really like Earl Grey tea. So I mean, I want to make like a tea latte after I'm done with this. Okay, let's go. Let's burn down my house. That's what we're gonna do. Oh my God. This is the tiniest little flame on the end of that. So don't do that. This is why you put them in after. Save the day. Oh, my landlord's so happy. All right, let's go sift some flour and put together our dry ingredients. First of all, you're going to need some cake flour. This is cake flour. This may be like a confusing, what's the difference between regular flour and cake flour? There is a difference. It's lighter. It helps your cakes not feel so dense. Like if anyone's made a really gross cake before, they'll know why, because they used a lot of all-purpose flour and it was like, you're also going to want to use your all-purpose flour for this, 1.25 cups. So you may wonder why I'm telling you how to bake a cake or cupcakes or whatever you want to do with this. You could do either. I mean, cupcakes are just tiny cakes. I won this little show on Food Network like a while ago, maybe like 2011, called Cupcake Wars. And then I just baked for fun. I had a bakery for a while, did some cool stuff, did some stuff for the W Hotel, which was really amazing. The Kentucky Derby, stuff like that. It was awesome. And then I took a break. And then I was like, I miss baking. But for like the right reasons, you know, not for like anything other than just like the joy of baking, like the book, like the cookbook. So, okay, now you've got your flour in. You're gonna wanna add a little bit of salt, and you can just kind of eye this too. This doesn't have to be like completely measured. It's usually around like, you know, 1/4. Just like, that's it, like count to 3. You're gonna need 1 teaspoon baking powder. That's how I clean. By the way, I really love this baking powder. It is Rumford baking powder. This is really good baking powder to use. I like it a lot. I think it does a good job. All right, kids. Now, get your whisk, pull your hair back. You're gonna wanna whisk this together. This may seem kind of like, what's the point? We're gonna mix everything already, but there is a method to baking, and this is why it comes out well. You just gotta do every single step the right way in the right order, and you will actually make a good cake. I will not tell you that I know the science completely, but there is a science to it. People talk about it. I'm here to attest that it is true. All right, so whisk, done. Excellent, put that aside. All right, so here's my very softened butter. I put it on the windowsill. It got a little crazy with the sun because I live in California, and that's what happens here. We're in winter, by the way. Yesterday we were colder than New York, and yet my butter still melts like it's 100 degrees outside. Okay, so 1/2 cup butter. That's just one of these small thingies. And then we're gonna add our sugar and we're gonna mix the crap out of this until it's really fluffy. So you're gonna wanna add 1.5 cups of granulated sugar to your butter. In fact, I'm just gonna say maybe whip your butter with an electric beater, or if you have one of those really pretty mixers, I want one in copper. People know this. I would mix your butter first and then add your sugar, just slowly bring it in there. So I like to live on the wild side and just like pour over and just pray that I don't drop the whole thing. And rebel. 1 cup. I know I told you to do this like gradually, but you know, I don't have a helper with me, so Just gotta kind of like do it. And I don't have one of those mixers, so yeah, just gotta be like guerrilla style. See, it happened. I willed it. I promise I really do know what I'm doing. Just because you're watching me, stop watching me. Alright. Mixy time. This is what it's gonna look like. Nice and fluffy sugar butter. That should be a thing. So now I'm gonna add 2 eggs. I'm gonna beat each one in, one at a time. All right, so our tea bags are steeping. It's been a little bit. You know, you've whisked your flours together. You've, run around the kitchen like a crazy person. Go get some vanilla. You're gonna wanna do 2 teaspoons. You're gonna put that in your milk. Take your tea bags out first though, okay? So really squeeze those suckers and get that really good Earl Grey flavor. Then you're gonna put your vanilla in, whoosh that around, and we'll be right back. Okay, so now we're going to start alternating our Earl Grey mixture and our dry ingredients, and we're gonna mix. So you're gonna add a little flour, a little Earl Grey, mix it until it's completed, do it again, probably about 3 times. I find that if you talk to your cakes, it's kind of like you're birthing them, so that's not weird. That's not at all strange. They do come out better. I'm giving them good energy. All right. Look, guys. Oh, isn't that pretty? That just makes me so happy. That is what your batter should look like. Yay! So, you know what these are? If you don't, they are cupcake liners. We're going to line our cupcake pan. Mine's been through the ringer. Okay, so now once you have your tray lined, this is important. I'm gonna teach you something. I'm gonna learn you something. Hold on. Yes. This is gonna solve all of your cupcake needs. Because watch this. Have you ever wondered how people get the perfect cupcake scoop? Oh, like this. Oh my goodness. True. And then it goes like that. I'm gonna make sure you see this. That's it. That is the perfect scoop of cupcake batter. You will get the perfect size cupcake. You will be so happy. And you can use it for ice cream. Oh my gosh. So I have this size and then I have a smaller one too because I make mini cupcakes. Sometimes when you just want a bite. Yay! We have cupcakes. All right, so we're gonna put these in the oven. The time is gonna be on the screen because I don't know, but to be honest, this is also something you should know. When you're baking, I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. When you smell it, it's almost done. I don't care what it says, like bake it for 25 minutes. Don't ever bake anything for 25 minutes that this is small. You wanna smell that cake and then you go rushing to the oven and then you open it slowly because you don't want to disrupt the cake. And then you like pull it out very slowly and you talk nicely to it and you poke it with a toothpick. And if it comes out clean, you're good, but just don't leave it in too long. Like I cannot stress that enough. Like take it out, even when you think it might not quite be done, it's probably done. Now it's time to do frosting. We're just gonna do a straightforward vanilla buttercream. So this is a great base for any frosting. And what you're gonna wanna do is you need your extract, you need your vanilla extract, powdered sugar, and butter. Okay, so first off, take a whole thing of butter. This is gonna be a ½ cup. Again, super slimy. Blah. Cream your butter. And now we're gonna add a little bit, you can eye this, but like a teaspoon, maybe less, depends on how, vanilla-y you want. That's plenty. You can always go by taste later. This is the one area of baking that's actually just like cooking. You take this thing, put this in here, and then pour some powdered sugar, basically to the top of your whisk thingy. It's not even a whisk, it's a strainer. powdered sugar strainer. Okay. And then you make it snow. Alright. Grab your milk. So with milk, you're going to want to add about a tablespoon. Again, I'm just going to eye this just slightly. Because a lot goes a very long way. Like you really, really don't want to add very much liquid because we've already got the butter and that's almost acting as a liquid. There she is. That's what you want. You could add just a tiny, tiny bit more milk if you want it to be not so peaky, but you want your frostings to actually peak like that. Okay, so this is a disposable pastry bag. These are great. This is a little attachment. I like classic. I don't do a whole lot of like swirly, flowery things with my frosting, but I really do like having something to pipe. So we're gonna snip off a little bit of the top here. I don't know what it is with these brands, but they just need a little bit of snipping. Take this thingy. You're gonna push that down into the bottom of your pastry bag, like so. You can put this on just to really secure it, I would suggest it. But you know, if you're in a rush, maybe you are. Twist that on, lock it, wait. This is someone's old like protein shake cup that I took from work like years ago. Nobody claimed it. I mean, it's really ugly, but it works really well for what we're gonna do. Set that down. You're going to take your pastry bag, open it up, place it in the ugly protein shake cup, put that over the hand in there. Done, right? Okay, now we're gonna fill our pastry bag so that we can pipe our cupcakes. Cool, pull this up. Then, it's just like you see on TV. You're gonna twist that, and that's just gonna push it down to the very bottom. Don't push it to the very bottom yet, because our cupcakes are still baking. We don't want it to just seep through. All right, pastry bag, cool. So when you're piping, you're gonna wanna press from the top, and you're gonna wanna go whoop, and you have your frosting. It is time to take our lovely cakes out. It's been about 12 minutes, I'm gonna guess. I can smell them, and then that's all that really matters. You just take them out. Ooh, yes. Yeah, yes, yes. Hey now. Okay, we are nearing the end of our cupcake experience today. So we have done our frosting. It is ready to be piped. We're gonna need some honey. You're going to need some toothpicks or something like this, and some tape. Okay, so first things first. We're gonna take those little Earl Grey tabs that I told you to save, and we're going to double stick them to these little toothpick things. So simply just, wrap your tape around so it's double-sided. Take a little toothpick thingy. I really like these. These are like meant for, bigger, meatier toothpick experiences. And then stick your Earl Grey sticker on top like that. Oh, so cute, right? And then you're gonna stick it in the cupcake and you're gonna know what you're eating, drinking. Next, we're gonna pipe our cupcakes. So get your bag. In my case, I'm gonna have to straighten this up. Press it all the way down to the bottom so it's ready to be piped. Hold it with both hands. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of create sort of looks like it's in a cup sort of thing. So I'm gonna just press my frosting out into a circle. And because it's kind of a thick frosting, I made it a little bit thicker this time. Make sure to really give it some oomph when you're squeezing it out. That's a technical term. Voila! Oh, so they're like little cups. Let me show you. And then we're gonna take our honey and we're gonna fill them in with honey. Like so. Cute, right? And then you're gonna take your little Earl Grey and you're gonna stick it in just like that. And you have made the most adorable Earl Grey cupcake ever. If you want to get a little lemon slice, like a little lemon wedge, and stick that in there too, by all means, go crazy. Thanks so much for joining me. This has been a blast. I'm Jackie, the Reluctant Housewife, helping you find your domestic goddess without losing your inner feminist. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and check us out for more episodes in the future. Thanks.